Join me today for a beginner-friendly art project because today we're making a cute little small painting that's perfect for beginners. Hi friends, I'm Jill Fair and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. First things first, let's do a supply rundown. I have my Prima pan set, the classics. I bought this at Michael's. I have my Master's Touch watercolor paper and water jug and paper towel, and a little scratch piece of paper to do some paint splotching. I'm also using a Princeton size 6 watercolor brush. And we're going to reactivate our paints by dropping some water on them. Pan sets are dry and you need to add a little water to get them to activate. And you'll see we have our little sample here, so let's get started by putting some water on our brush and dipping it into the green on the pan set. Putting the green in our palette here. Just keep mixing, adding water till you get a nice little puddle. And I think I'm going to add a little yellow to this to try and match that greenish yellow on our card. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Maybe even a touch of brown to give it a more olivey look. Olivey yellow, I would say. That might be a bit too much brown, but we're going to see. Maybe just a little bit more yellow. Let's try it out, shall we? Our green. Oh, it's such a beautiful color, and I think that matches very well. Okay, rinse the brush off. And let's try to mix a little orangey red color. So first we're going to start off with a little bit of red. And a touch of orange will be added to that. It's already becoming really pretty. And since I didn't have a puddly consistency, I'm adding a little bit more water. A little bit more red and orange. I think we're looking pretty good. Oh, that's so pretty. And I think that matches fairly well. Now as for yellow, we're just going to go right in with the yellow in our palette. I think that's going to be a perfect match. Aha! Indeed it is. All right, folks, let's get to painting. I can't wait to see these colors on the page. First, we're going to start with our green right in the center. Very simple project. We just want to make 3 boxes. Towards the top third of the page is where you want to start. And look at this green. I just love this color, and I love these 3 colors together. And you're going to find that once you start watercolor painting, you're going to really start appreciating color. All right, here you have a square. Now try not to overwork it. It's just a square. That green looks great. Let's try yellow. Let's get our right side square done. Same thing here, just a little square. Just be loose and fun with it. You can't mess this up because even if you do, if you're not happy with your outcome, it's only a piece of paper. Try again. That's what I say. This yellow is really pretty next to the green. Now, if you don't have the Prima watercolor pan set, that's okay. You can use any colors. Basically, every pan set is going to have your primary colors, and you can basically mix any color with those primary colors. To achieve, oh gosh, thousands of different shades. Oh, this red is beautiful, red orange. Nice little square. Again, I'm going over it, but resist the temptation to try and make everything look perfect. Don't overwork it. That's good. Now, once everything is dry, it's, going to take 10 minutes or so. We're going to start our doodling, but the way you know if it's dry, if you can't tell, is touch it. If it feels cold to the touch, it's not dry yet. Okay, and here I'm just going to use a regular marker from Staples. It's a thin point. It doesn't have to be waterproof because we've already painted and we're going over dry paint, so this does not have to be waterproof. And here we're just going to start some doodles, and don't think too much about it. If you want to practice these little flowers on paper first, that's fine. But basically, we're going to do a 5-petal flower. And just start by making these sort of oval petals that attach to the center of the flower. And I generally put 3 on, and then it's sort of easy to find the placement of the bottom 2. So here's number 4. And here's number 5. And as you can see, it's not perfect. They're not all lined up perfectly, but neither are flowers. So just have fun with it. Here I'm putting some little markings on the flower, sort of accents. And I'm just taking my pen and flicking it upwards from the center of the flower. And maybe a few little flicks of the pen on the edges of the flower. Color in our center. And then we're going to put the stem on just a straight line, straight down. Don't overthink it, just do it. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Look how cute that is. Now let's do our little yellow. I don't know what this flower is, but we're going to start with swirly lines. Okay? That's the top. And we're just going to take one side of the flower down, the next side of the flower down, and lastly, draw our little stem. So cute. And the third flower here, you'll notice that I start here and have to jump somewhere else, but bear with me. Here's your third flower. It's just, again, a middle, and it's the same sort of process as the middle flower with the petals, only these are thin, long, pointed petals, and there's a lot more of them. So just start somewhere and keep going around. Turn your paper around if it's helpful. As you can see, none of this is perfect. And finally, draw your stem. And that's our project.